Hello friends, today we are going to talk about an important activity that really helps in sensory stimulation of the hands. It is called a stereognosis activity. Just to make you understand what it is, when without using our vision we are able to identify an object by its texture, if it has some temperature, if it has some weight, whether it's light or heavy, the length of the object, the width of the object, all these parameters help us determine just by touching the object that what exactly it is. So let us understand how to practice this activity. The first step in practicing stereognosis activity is showing exactly the objects that you're going to practice with. So you can see there is a pen and there is a ball, so they are very different from each other. So the person can have their hands behind, or they can look up while they try to touch the object with their hands, or you can even hide them under a cover or in a box or in a bag in which the person puts the hand and tries to find it. So for example, today we are going to practice with hands behind. The first object is handed over to the person. They try to feel it and try to identify what does it feel like, a pen or a ball. It appears like a ball. That's correct. The second step becomes increasing the challenge to more than two objects. So we can increase it to 3, 4, 5 and so on. So every time the person sees what objects they are supposed to identify and try to find them just by touching rather than looking at the object. Step number 3 becomes without showing the objects to the person you're going to practice, but again they are still dissimilar objects. So for example, you take a fork, you take a pen, you take a ball. With that you can try to take a small bottle, a container. You can try to take a wristwatch. The next step becomes practicing with similar items. So for example, you take two objects which are both used for writing or coloring. One is of short length, one is of long length. So the simple idea is when you hand them over, the person tries to identify, okay, does it feel like a short color or a long color? That is all they are supposed to identify it by. The next step would be trying to hand over objects which are less structured. For example, this puck-like thing. So this is made of foam. It is circle in shape. You can call it has a medium diameter. And if the person is handed over this, they can try to identify it, but they are more likely to describe it by the different aspects, the different parameters. And a completely random object. So it appears to have very rough texture, and depending on how much sensations they have, they might feel it is spiky, or they might feel yes, it has some rough texture, but we cannot exactly call it spiky. It appears long, it appears thin, and so there is no specific name to this because they will not call it like an exercise equipment, but they will still identify the properties. Let me know if you found this theory interesting and it was useful for you. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, add any queries or suggestions that you might have in the comment section below. Ring the bell icon for notifications when more videos are out, and we'll meet again soon. Bye.